Hello and welcome to this Sunday matinee matchup between Millbrook boys varsity hockey versus Lawrenceville, the Big Red boys varsity hockey. I'm Charlie K, joined as always by Adam Beck. Adam Beck, what do you got for today's game?
So a big game here. This game was originally scheduled about a week ago, but due to some illness for Millbrook and Lawrenceville, it got postponed by a week. But nonetheless, there's going to be a little bit of fatigue for both teams. Both teams are coming off games yesterday. Millbrook going all the way to Conn College to play St. George's, ended up coming home with a 2-2 tie. Goals by DJ Walsh and Connor Korpanicki. Look for them to be big players in today's game. DJ Walsh a little bit on a hot streak. He's had 4 goals at home so far this season, scored again yesterday. So watch for him to light the lamp against Lawrenceville. Lawrenceville's coming off a game against Berkshire yesterday, so a little bit of fatigue for both teams. Also, Fabrizio Mazzarelli, in the last game that Millbrook played against Lawrenceville almost 2 years ago, had an assist, as well as DJ Walsh. So there's some history for those two players against this Lawrenceville squad. For Lawrenceville, look for the Bake duo, number 7 and 8 in gray. 2 defensemen, brothers. They've been on this team for a while, and big part of this team, and they've been part of that team for just a few years. Millbrook is 4-1 in the last 5 games against Lawrenceville, so they've definitely had the upper hand with some big 7-0 and 8-0 wins. Last time out, they won 6-2, so look for some exciting, high-scoring, fast-paced hockey today.
And our starting goaltenders for today are going to be Jake Hugerson and we believe Richard Smith for Lawrenceville.
A little bit surprising to see Millbrook going for Jake Hugerson again. Second game, obviously played last night against St. George's. So interesting to see Coach Sorrento sticking with Jake Hugerson. He's had a nice run of play recently. Against Salisbury struggled a little bit, but ended up going 31 for 34 on saves. Really helped shut the door in the second and third periods, although Millbrook couldn't get the win. Then had a win against Portland the other day, 6-2. So they've had, Jake Hugerson playing some pretty good hockey lately.
As we get set for this opening draw, Krista Walker will lose that draw for Millbrook, and Lawrenceville will take over. Getting that deep on center is Harrison by Lynn, held up there by Sam Sal. And Millbrook will take over in neutral ice. It'll be Fabrizio Mazzarelli, a little bit of a 2-on-1 shot there. Mike Lucy goes wide. And Lawrenceville will take over in their own defensive zone. That's Kyle Bake working in the corner. He and his brother, both defensemen, he and Kenneth, both defensemen for Lawrenceville today. Mazzarelli holding that puck up at his own blue line as Millbrook comes the other way. Loses the footing there in neutral ice. No penalty call. And a hard forecheck by Sam Sal. And he'll get away with a little bit of a trip there. Lawrenceville coming the other way through neutral ice. Gets as far as D'Souza, who dumps that back the other way.
Quick start here, a lot of energy for Millbrook. Nice 2-on-1 opportunity, couldn't capitalize, but Mike Lucy's been playing some pretty good hockey lately. Definitely has improved since last season, so look for him today. 22 in blue for Millbrook.
And DJ Walsh with some speed through neutral ice. Nice stick handles, get to the outside and pin to the corner. Help there coming from Dan Urban, but Lawrenceville takes over. They got guys back, trying to go the other way. Hit and miss by Korpanicki as Lawrenceville comes the other way. Sticked away there by Hugerson. And a good save by Hugerson there as Millbrook will get that deep and come all the way for an icing call.
That was a really good save by Jake Hugerson. Stayed low, top of his crease, good positioning for the save for Millbrook.
So Millbrook with the first whistle of the game after an icing call, so that line will have to stay out on the ice. Marco Santana saying getting in his first Millbrook game so far.
Yeah, we saw him against Salisbury the other day, and he's been working back, had the flu. A lot of this team has had the flu, but good to see a lot of guys back out here. Sam Renaud also playing in today's game.
And gobbled up there by Jake Hugerson. Millbrook will get the change in.
Watch for Zach Walsh here, number 15 in blue for Millbrook. Really calm, cool, collected defenseman for this Millbrook team. watch for him to be that guy on the power play when Millbrook gets an opportunity.
And Oxenrider with another face-off win for Lawrenceville. He's been great at the dot. He's about 3 for 3 today, I believe. As Millbrook gets pinned in their own zone, working. Dale Campbell on the wall, battling. Oxenrider picks that up and moves to the point. William Yee with a long shot, glove down by Jake Hugeson. 16:05 left in the first period if you're just hopping on board. No score yet, as Jake Hugeson's had some good opening saves.
Yeah, Hugeson's playing really well. Obviously, coming off the tie yesterday. Interesting to see how that fatigue is going to play a factor for him, but he's looked really good in this opening minutes.
And Santana wins the foot race, but he's stick checked there, and so we'll get back to John McLaughlin starting the breakout. Starts it with Cullen Hennessy, moving it along the wall to Dale Campbell, who gets that one below the goal line. Taking over is Tiernan O'Rourke, but he's angled off on the wall. And Lawrenceville will get 3. A little bit of a 2-on-1 developing. Go for the deke, and a good save by Hugeson as he comes out of his crease.
Yeah, right at the top of his crease once again. A lot of confidence from Jake Hugeson early in this game.
Millbrook doing a good job moving that puck through neutral ice as they get Hennessy in first. He'll opt for the corner boards. Not a lot of help there. Angles back around and throws along the dasher, but a shot on net eaten up by Richard Smith.
Nice start here from Millbrook. They've showed a lot of energy and a lot of intensity so far, but they've given up a few 2-on-1 or 3-on-2 opportunities, so they just got to make sure that they always have bodies behind the puck, so Jake Hugeson doesn't have to do too much back there.
Millbrook losing another face-off draw, but Sam Sow does a good job pressuring there, so he'll get possession of the puck, and that doesn't last long. Great job by Mazzarelli. Keep that puck in the zone. Or, excuse me, that was delayed offsides. So got to get free. That's Kyle Bake moving the puck along the wall, and it gets past Lawrenceville, so it gets back to Millbrook. Mike Lucy trying to work on the wall there with Fabrizio Mazzarelli. Dogged there by Lawrenceville. Jet Kramer doing a good job, but Millbrook does get it free. Sam Sow trying to make a move, gets all the way to Richard Smith, and he'll eat that one up.
Yeah, that puck kind of just bounced away from the stick from Sam Sow, but another place to another player to look at for Millbrook. Number 14 in blue, Christo Walker. Look for him to have a big game. Last time on home ice against Portland, scored his first goal of the season and also had some physical play, dropping a Portland player into the bench. So some physical play and some goal-scoring abilities for Christo Walker.
Lawrenceville doing a good job along the wall. They're keeping Millbrook pretty much off the wall. They're doing a great job with puck control as Gio Panicola was tied up there, and they'll move the puck. Lawrenceville finding the headman through center, but that's stopped up there by Rebello and McLaughlin. Keshner getting it deep, taking a little bit of a hit there. And Lawrenceville will take over, trying to start the breakout, and that will be a tripping call against Nate Rebello as he took away the feet of Alexander Maynor. And McLaughlin will touch up. 2-minute minor for tripping here coming against Nate Rebello.
Yeah, bad penalty to take. Just didn't move his feet, caught behind the play, and just kept out his stick there and ended up tripping up that Lawrenceville player. But, you know, we'll see Millbrook on the PK for the first time today. We'll see Christo Walker out there. Big body for Millbrook, as well as Cam Lowe, Zach Walsh, who gets some power play and penalty kill time, and Connor Korpanicki, goal scorer from yesterday.
Defensive zone draw here. Lawrenceville loses that one of the first today that they've lost. They've been great at the dot. And move it around the wall for Cam Lowe. He'll try and tie it up along the boards and kill some penalty time, but that's stolen there. And it's Alexander Maynor working in behind Jake Hugeson. Pass goes a little too long there for Kenneth Bake, and so it goes all the way down. William Yee backtracking, leaves a little drop pass for Kenneth Bake, who opts behind the safety of his own net. They move the puck forward. Lawrenceville through center. Got numbers, but caught offsides at the line there. So 1:27 left in the 2-minute minor for tripping to Nate Rebello. 13:34 left in the first period. Still 0-0.
Good penalty kill so far for Millbrook. They just got to keep working the boards, make sure to get the puck out of the zone and down the ice.
And Sam Renat, another one coming back into the Millbrook roster here. He's getting the first minutes of ice time today. Tiernan O'Rourke with the puck now. Forechecked hard by Dan Urban. Great job there. And Lawrenceville will move it through center. Skating around was Harrison Byland, but they go the other way. Urban angled off there, and O'Rourke will opt behind his own net. And Lawrenceville coming the other way. Does not get trapped off sides there this time. And they'll move it to the point, but that's too far for O'Rourke, and it goes all the way down to Richard Smith.
Something that Millbrook likes to do on the penalty kill, Coach Sorrento really likes to focus on a high forecheck, as Lawrenceville is offsides there, but he really wants that high forecheck, a lot of pressure on that Lawrenceville power play coming out of their own offensive zone.
A little bit of a late shot coming from the Lawrenceville side. Brian Kastenberg with a little bit of a late shot offsides that DJ Walsh was not a fan of. And the draw will come to just outside the Lawrenceville blue line. Hennessy on the win for Millbrook. Santana trying to get that deep. Kill some more time off the penalty. Coming the other way is Maynard. He'll carry it in himself. He's tripped up, no call, as the puck was being played. Maynard, a big guy, leaving that there for a little bit more of a smaller guy, Eric Vivinetto. Point to point it moves. Kenneth Bake looking down low. That was a good pass, but broken up there by D'Souza. Working on the wall is Salavi. Moves it to the point to William Yee. Other point, Kenneth Bake. Coming in, shot blocked down there by Cam Lowe. And Millbrook's got to get it out as the penalty, 7 seconds left. Shot teed up there, goes high and wide. Kenneth Bake working along the wall. Back to 5-on-5 action. Alexander Maynard working behind the net, tied up there by Cam Lowe. Did a good job along the wall. Looking in the slide, great save, Jake Hugerson.
What a fantastic save by Jake Hugerson, sliding across his crease. As a few extracurriculars here as Cam Lowe got into it. Nonetheless, though, good penalty kill for Millbrook, keeping everything on the outside. Jake Hugerson on the shots he saw, didn't give up any rebounds. So good job by Millbrook keeping that tight box and all the shots to the outside.
11:55 left in the first frame. 0-0 still your score. Millbrook doing a good job on the PK as John McLaughlin will take over in his own defensive zone. Finds Sam Sow looking for Christo through center, but that is not found, so Zach Walsh will backtrack. Excuse me. Off the dasher and behind. Zach Walsh looking for the breakout. He'll go rink wide. McLaughlin, who skated himself, he's angled off on the boards, but that puck does go deep. Mike Lucy working deep now. Tied up there with Lucas Robbins for Lawrenceville. As Lawrenceville will move it. Trapped up by Crystal Walker, 14-on-14. And Lucy in front of the net. He gets stuffed there by Richard Smith. Great job to reach out and just stuff Mike Lucy.
Great pad save, leaving that pad out there as he corrals this rebound. Really good job by Richard Smith there, making two nice saves back-to-back. First up, and Mike Lucy on what was a golden grade A scoring opportunity for Millbrook. And nice rebound control there as he swallowed up that puck.
So Millbrook with an offensive zone draw here. Panicola on the dot, he loses there. Lawrenceville, they've been great at the faceoff dot today.
Yeah, they really have. They've really controlled possession because they're winning all these faceoffs. So Millbrook's got to do a little bit better job in the faceoff dot as Jake Hugerson makes the nice blocker save there.
Alexander Maynard taking a big hit along the wall. Excuse me, not Alexander Maynard. As the puck is still tied up along the wall. 3-4 guys in the scrum there. As Gio Panicola was dropped. Trying to go the other way, Nate Rebello, heavy forecheck. Zach Keshner with him as well. William Yee, and a shot by Panicola. Rebello couldn't corral that in front. A little bit of a cross check, and we're going to see a Millbrook power play. As Hugerson comes to the bench, it'll be 6-on-5. Yee will touch up.
What a golden opportunity there for Nate Rebello. Couldn't quite put it in the back of the net as it just kind of jumped off his stick and then got absolutely decked on the cross check right through the back. Clear penalty there as Millbrook will go on the power play. Look for Millbrook here to really set up the butterfly, getting McLaughlin and Zach Walsh as the point men, and then look for DJ Walsh to maybe get one of those shots outside with Dan Urban in front of the net. That's how Millbrook really wants to run this power play.
And it'll be Dan Urban on the draw for Millbrook. And it moves to the point for John McLaughlin, trying to get the power play set up. They will. They'll move it to DJ Walsh at the top of the outside circle. He'll skate it in a little bit, looking down low for Dan Urban, who tries to put it on net. He does. Richard Smith with a couple of quick saves. John McLaughlin point shot high and wide. Zach Walsh pushing down to keep it in the zone. Zach Walsh at the point, looking for Korpanicki in the corner. Couldn't quite corral that. Dogged there by Kenneth Bake. And Korpanicki gets it outside to Zach Walsh. Dan Urban moving to the point for McLaughlin. Go point to Walsh, who pinches in the top of the circle. Shot there. Korpanicki with the follow-up chance. Covered there by Richard Smith.
Love that effort by Connor Korpanicki in front of the net. They like to have Korpanicki and Dan Urban in front of the net there. And Korpanicki did a good job just getting that puck and trying to get a shot on net. Better save by Richard Smith. He's played really well so far. Really good effort. His positioning has been on point all day, and he's really doing a good job with the rebound control, too.
1:17 left in the cross-checking minor. And Millbrook will win the face-off dot. And heavy pressure by Lawrenceville, but not enough to keep that puck out. So Mazzarelli with control at the point, throwing it down low for Dale Campbell, who gets it along the dasher for Hennessy. Moves to the point, Cam Lowe, walking along that blue line. Point to point, Lowe at the top, looking wide for Hennessy. Dale Campbell, the guy down low. Hennessy with sharp angle shot. That's blocked there by William Yee. Great job getting in front. Hennessy low. Shot Mazzarelli. Good save. Richard Smith out of the net. Got to get something on net here. Krista Walker with a drive block there. Good blocking for Lawrenceville. To the point. Cam Lowe keeps it in. Looking down low for Dale Campbell once again in the corner. Broken up there. Got to get there. Krista Walker. Not enough. And Mazzarelli will backtrack as Millbrook gets the line change.
Really good looking power play from Millbrook here so far. A lot of golden opportunities and chances. And Fabrizio Mazzarelli gets that puck in deep.
In front there, couldn't quite corral. Dan Urban now. First unit back on with 13 ticks left in the minor. Walsh, interchange with Urban. Shot there. Oh, high and wide. That was a bullet. Korpanicki coming in off the change as the penalty expires. And McLaughlin will backtrack and slow it down.
Absolutely love that power play there for Millbrook. Getting a lot of momentum going, a lot of good looks as they really challenge.
Walsh skates in, sharp angle shot looking for Korpanicki on the rebound. Couldn't find him as Richard Smith did a good job steering that to the corner. Lawrenceville coming the other way. They've got some guys 3-on-3, but they're caught offside.
Yeah, Luke Benitez just fell down there and couldn't quite keep his balances. Lawrenceville was caught offsides, but I really like the momentum that Millbrook's playing with right now. A little bit more energy after a little bit of a, Lawrenceville push to start this game. But after that power play, they had a lot of good opportunities, and they're getting their wheels under them now.
DJ Walsh taking that robbery off the face-off, and he'll do some fancy stick handling as his stick was tied up. Good defense there played by Lawrenceville, and Korpanicki will backtrack off the dasher. Dangerous play there. Ryan Ding working down low well for Lawrenceville, but that clears the zone, so they have to reset. McLaughlin and Walsh working down low. Can't quite get the breakout going. Ryan Ding, high slot, dances around Walsh, and that's eaten up by Jake Hugeson.
That's a great save by Jake Hugeson right at the top of his net there to make that save. Goes down into the butterfly. Really likes to go down low. That's something we were noticing early in warm-ups today. As when we've seen him, he really likes to go down early. But bigger goalie can cover that space. Nice save from him there.
Krista Walker winning that face-off. Oh, but a sharp angle shot. And a gem of a save for Jake Hugeson as that one went off the post, and I don't know, but a gem.
Yeah, just trapped it underneath his equipment. A little bit of a lucky bounce for Lawrenceville off that post, but Millbrook ended up.
And something Millbrook's got to be careful of is Lawrenceville's heavy pressure off the draw. Even if they don't win the faceoff, they've got guys coming to steal it off as that shot goes wide there for Lawrenceville, and Kyle Bake will steer it down low only as far as Cam Lowe. D'Souza off the dasher board. Cam Lowe looking for Sam Sow to start the breakout. He finds Krista Walker, who skates through center and gets down low. That'll be holding, possible. No, offside. Should have been a little bit of a holding call against Lawrenceville as Krista Walker was tied up, but he'll continue to forecheck anyway.
That's the kind of heavy forecheck that Coach Soriento really likes to play with. Look for Millbrook to continue with that high effort in the offensive zone all afternoon.
Salavi working in front of the net, couldn't quite get to that puck, and hand pass will be whistled down.
This has been a really tight game here between Lawrenceville and Millbrook so far through about 11 minutes and change. This first period ends in just over 6.5 minutes. Look for Millbrook to continue with that energy, keep forechecking hard, trying to get an opportunity here.
And this has been some great hockey between Big Red and Mustangs on a Sunday afternoon. This has been a real treat just through this first couple minutes of the first period. As Ryan D'Souza will take over, Sam Sal on the boards. Sam Sal working again. And a lot of heavy forecheck coming from both teams.
Yeah, both teams want to play physically. It's something that Millbrook really likes to play with. Although they're a little bit more of an undersized team, they've always got that grit and that intensity. So look for that to also continue through this afternoon.
As Camlo steps up to pressure that one, and Dale Campbell is tripped up, no penalty call. Pretty loose calling for this game as D'Souza will ram it off the boards, finding Hennessy. 2-on-2, he's got Mike Lucy with him. He'll skate it himself, but called offside. Yeah,
Mike Lucy was a little too eager to get into the offensive zone there. A little ahead of the play for that Millbrook offensive attack. With just under 6 minutes here, this Millbrook team has definitely come back into this game after Lawrenceville was putting Millbrook on their heels early.
Oxenrider will come in to take the draw against Hennessy. Oxenrider with another Lawrenceville face-off win. But they can't quite get possession. Excuse me, they do, as Matt Orsini fans on that, so they get that puck deep, and Matt Orsini will backtrack. He's working with Sam Renaud. Sam Renaud in the corner, going the other way, coming back from injury. He had a foot injury. And Colin Hennessy with some speed, and there's a nice move, gets on the off wing, and fans on the shot couldn't quite get it there. But good chance moving his feet there.
Yeah, Colin Hennessy, very skilled forward for this Millbrook squad. And when he gets a little bit of open ice and some space, he can be really dangerous. Really unlikely for him not to connect on that shot.
Orsini backtracking with some pressure from Oxenrider from Lawrenceville. As they move it rink wide, we're not able to corral that. And that's kept in the zone by Ryan Ding. Ryan Ding moving it to the point to Bake. Ding pressured there by Panicola. But Bake will come away with it as he walks in, and Huggy eats that one up.
Great job by Jake Hugerson. Once again, we've said this all afternoon. Right at the top of his crease. Not scared to eat those pucks up. He's done a very good job to keep the door shut for Lawrenceville.
So Gia Panicola will come in to take this draw against Luke Benitez as they both get tied up there, but Lawrenceville will come away with it. That puck gets outside of the zone, and it'll be offside.
Looked like Nate Rebello got into it with Bake there. A lot of pushing and shoving so far for this Sunday afternoon matchup. So we'll see how that physical side and part of this game is going to continue.
So we'll do it again, but outside the zone this time between Panicola and Benitez. This time the Mustangs will get control, and Keshner gets that one deep. Good job getting that deep off the boards as Rebello and Keshner are there fighting for it for the Mustangs. But Lawrenceville Big Red will come away with it. Get held up in center ice. And Zach Walsh will move there with Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli tip there, so no icing. And Bylin will backtrack as some heavy hitting goes along the boards. And Lawrenceville will come away with it. Benitez skates in easily. Holds up at the top of the circle, looking rink wide for Bake, who sends that deep. Benitez once again pushed there by Keshner as Lawrenceville sets up in the zone. They find Bake wide, and a great save by Hugerson as he lunged out to get that with the blocker.
Wow, Jake Hugerson playing so well in these opening minutes for this Millbrook team. He's kept this score 0-0. Really terrific job. Great effort by him so far. 3:57 left in this first period of action for Millbrook Lawrenceville as the score is still 0-0.
So after a hand pass call on Lawrenceville, Millbrook will get an offensive zone chance here as Urban was tied up on the dot. But he does a good job getting back to that puck, so the Mustangs will take control in their offensive zone. Puck gets tied up along the wall, but that's skated away there by Gringus. And a big hit given by Dan Urban. John McLaughlin working there against the boards. And McLaughlin will move it to Korpanicki. Korpanicki couldn't quite get that puck on his tape and make a pass. William Yee up at the point. Shot low, goes wide as Hugginson was a little out of position. Throw it wide, looking, and Yee at the point again. Millbrook doing a good job in their defensive zone, closing down space. And DJ Walsh can't quite get to that puck, and it's chipped forward there by Tiernan O'Rourke. William Yee coming the other way. The defenseman will take it himself. Nice move there, but that's eaten up by Jake Hugerson. Great positioning so far for him.
Yeah, he's been at the top of this crease all day. He's not scared, playing with utter confidence here, keeping Millbrook in this hockey game.
3 minutes left in this first period of action. Still 0-0, but a very fast, heavy, physical hockey game. This has been great hockey so far today.
Yeah, traditionally these Millbrook-Lawrenceville games, as we talked about in the open, have been high scoring. Haven't seen a lot of goals so far, but seen really good goaltending on both sides.
Alexander Maynard wins that draw for Lawrenceville, as that's sent across the dasher board and all the way around by Kyle Bake. Sam Renaud behind his own net, fans on the clear attempt. Sam Sal working, and it gets out of the zone. Couldn't quite get there if it was Mike Lucy, as it's fired at Renaud. Renaud dancing in the top of his blue line, and Sam Sal will come away with it. He moves it down low, no icing as he got past the red line. Kenneth Bake, the brother of Kyle Bake, working there as he's on the wall looking for a pass. He gets the headman pass, but that's closed down there by Sam Salwell, and a big hit in center ice by Mike Lucy and Cam Lowe. As Renaud also throwing a hit, and Lowe working down low. Christo Walker will come away with it, trying to find Sam Sal, the headman. Can't quite get there as that's chipped deep. Get back the other way. And man, Eric Vivinetto has been flying around this ice. Eric Vivinetto, he's been flying, man.
Yeah, he's been definitely one of the faster players for this Lawrenceville offense. Just under 2 minutes left here for this first period of action. You want to see Millbrook here just close out this period, don't give up anything stupid, and go into the second period either with a lead or it still being tied at 0-0.
Yeah, this has been a hard-fought game so far. Neither team has given up an inch. You're having to work for everything out here. And Zach Walsh throwing something on net. Richard Smith eats that rebound up, can't quite get there, and it looks like the net came off its moorings. So a little bit of a lucky break, as that puck was definitely loose at the top of the crease.
Absolutely, that puck almost went 5-hole. Good job by Richard Smith, just closing the knees, keeping those pads tight to keep that one out. Couldn't quite control the rebound, but once again, got that lucky break with the net off its moorings.
And so we'll do it again in the offensive zone draw. It'll be Hennessy here on the draw against Oxenrider. Hennessy gets the better of Oxenrider today, and Mazzarelli with a long shot that goes wide. Santana couldn't quite get there, so Walsh will cover from him coming down from the point. Working behind the net is Hennessy, who moves it to the point. Mazzarelli. Walsh, other point, shot, eaten up by Richard Smith.
Richard Smith's done a really good job to keep this score at 0-0. He's been all around at the top of his crease. Hasn't done as good of a job with the rebound control as Jake Hugeson, but nonetheless, he's played really well and is making the saves that he needs to.
And we're going to see a penalty here. And it's going to be Harrison Bylin going to the box. 2-minute minor, I believe, for cross-checking. So 1:34 less in the frame, which means as long as Millbrook doesn't score, they'll get power play time at the beginning of the second period. But it'll be Dan Urban on the draw as we get the first unit out here. DJ Walsh taking control as he sits at the top of the blue line, walks across, good shot. Greater blocker save there by Richard Smith. Dan Urban on the wall. He's got some options. Waits, trying to find where to dish it to, but that's broken up there well by Nicholas Gingras. And so delayed offsides will get the better of Millbrook as that is fired all the way down by Evan Vivinetto. And so Millbrook will have to restart on the power play, and it starts with Urban. He finds Walsh, who looks cross-ice to McLaughlin. And heavy forecheck coming in from Lawrenceville will keep Millbrook back. DJ Walsh using some speed to get by. Stick lifting. Oh, boy, and it could be a 2-on-0. And it's going to be Eric Vivinetto losing that puck. Good job back-checking for Dan Urban. 37 seconds left in the first period. Minute left on the power play. As DJ Walsh throws a crunching hit on William Yee. Walsh has been heavy all day today. He's been fast. He's been great.
This power play hasn't looked as good so far as the last one did. Lawrenceville doing a much better job with the pressure and getting the puck out of their zone.
So McLaughlin at the top of the dot moves it to Urban, who fires there. Stick save made by Richard Smith, and Walsh will fire it all the way back around. 5 seconds left as they shoot. Block there. McLaughlin move it wide. Walsh, 1 second. Good save there by Richard Smith as we get some extras at the end of the period. So pretty good first period for both teams. Adam Beck, what'd you see?
Yeah, we've had some really close hockey so far, really tight game. Not a lot of open space out there. It's been tough, it's been physical, but really the storylines are some really good face-offs from Lawrenceville. They've really controlled from the face-off dot today, but better goaltending from Millbrook and Lawrenceville, keeping this game at 0-0. Both teams have had some excellent grade A scoring opportunities, but the goaltending has been on point for both teams.
And we'll be back with you in about 10 minutes as Millbrook will start the second period with 26 seconds of power play time. We remind you that was a cross-checking minor to Harrison by Lynn, and we will be back with you in about 10 minutes. Sit tight and enjoy the intermission.
It's not even on live.
Welcome back to second period action. A few minutes before we get started with the second period, Adam Beck, what are your takeaways from the first period?
Really strong first period for both teams. Tight game, good goaltending by Richard Smith and Jake Hugeson. Working his second game on the back-to-back. Millbrook will start on the power play, about 26 seconds left on that power play. That late penalty that Lawrenceville gave up in the waning seconds of the first period. So look for Millbrook to get a little bit of offensive zone time, a little possession, and hit the ground running here in the second period.
As Adam Beck touched on, Lawrenceville starting on the penalty kill with 26 seconds. They've also got the long change in the second period. So Millbrook really needs to get going, hem them into their zone right away on this power play time.
Yeah, get a little momentum coming out here. You know, your man up here as we're going to work on the shaky camera here in the second period, as we saw a little bit of that in the first period. Excuse us for that.
So it'll be the first power play unit for Millbrook. It'll be Dan Urban, Zach Walsh, DJ Walsh, Connor Korpanicki, John McLaughlin. As Alexander Maynard comes in to take that draw against Lawrenceville, he wins the draw. And penalty. We get a stoppage in play. And we're going to see an offensive zone draw for Millbrook. So lucky break there for them. They get to automatic offensive zone draws. They win that draw. Dan Urban doing a good job. As Zach Walsh throws that one on net, and Richard Smith with a good positioning to make that save.
I like that idea from Zach Walsh there, right at the top of the blue line, just taking the shot, testing Richard Smith once again. I mean, he's played really, really well. He has given up a few opportunities on those rebounds, so keep getting pucks on net for Millbrook.
Millbrook with another offensive zone draw, and Zach Walsh with another shot that trickles wide, and DJ Walsh there to clean up the rebound for Millbrook and get possession again. He'll work it down low to Dan Urban as the penalty starts to expire. And we're back to 5-on-5 action, looking for the head man, but Zach Walsh gets there to touch up for icing. 17:27 left in the second period, 0-0 for Millbrook versus Lawrenceville. And if you're just joining us, no score. I'm joined by Adam Beck. My name is Charlie Kay, and welcome to the broadcast. Adam Beck, what do you have to say about these goalies so far today? I think they've been excellent.
Yeah, they have been really, really, really good so far today. Richard Smith doing a really good job pushing those pucks to the corner. Has given up a few rebounds, but Jake Hugeson has really taken in everything as he covers up to freeze that puck. But, I mean, he's played with confidence, too, and he's been really, really good for this Millbrook squad.
And we see some more pushing and shoving once again. So the draw will be out to the right of Jake Hugeson. And Jet Kramer will come in to take the draw against Christo Walker. Christo been pretty good at the face-off dot today as they both get tied up, and that puck gets thrown low, and Christo Walker throws it up the dasher. Gets as far, oh man, that goes in on a deflection just above Jake Hugeson's goal. Lawrenceville with a 1-0 lead on a shot coming from the point from Lucas Robbins. I believe that was deflected though.
That was a absolute pinpoint shot. A little bit of a screen in front for Jake Hugeson. Couldn't see that puck. Great job finding that top corner of the net to put Lawrenceville up 1-0. Great job by Robbins.
And you know, as you talked about for Millbrook, same thing applies here. Just getting pucks on net, you never know what can happen, and you get a deflection like Lawrenceville just did, and they're up 1-0. So Millbrook, down with the first deficit, goes all the way down for icing, and they'll be trapped in their own zone.
Yeah, I've been saying this all season long, especially during these home games. How can Millbrook respond from these goals? A little bit of an unlucky goal. Good shot by Robbins there, the defenseman. But how can Millbrook capitalize? How can Millbrook respond? It's all about that energy and that effort after goals. Those first few shifts after goals are really, really essential to a hockey game. So how can Millbrook rebound here in the early parts of the second period?
Maynard skating in to take the face-off against Cullen Hennessy to the left of Jake Hugeson. Maynard, a big guy, maybe looking to tie up Hennessy here, and he does win the face-off. But Dale Campbell rushing well, and DJ Walsh throwing a couple hits as physicality returns to the second period as it was in the first. D'Souza working to the wall, finding Dale Campbell, and that ends up in the Lawrenceville bench. 16:45 left in the second period. Recent goal, if you're just hopping on board, by Lawrenceville on a shot from Lucas Robbins, deflected in front. So they're up 1-0. As we do it all over again, to the left of Hugeson, Maynard and Hennessy at the dot. This time Maynard wins, but Millbrook will take over after Sam Renaud did a good job pickpocketing along the wall. Finds Dale Campbell, the headman, who hits Hennessy at center ice, but that gets as far only as Tiernan O'Rourke, who gets the breakout going the other way. Renaud backtracking, poke check there, and Mazzarelli will try and get up ice. Mazzarelli with a little bit of a hook, no penalty call there. And Renaud, backtracking in front of Hugeson, spins around as Mazzarelli and up off the glass. Corralled by Tiernan O'Rourke. Good poke check there by Hennessy as he will take O'Rourke to the sidewall. Working in behind Yee with O'Rourke, and O'Rourke looking to start the breakout. Breakout gets going with Maynard as they skated into the zone. Lawrenceville now with pressure in the zone. Hit there and a shot taken off the wall, cleared away. Rebound was by Renaud. Puck gets out to DJ Walsh at center ice as he skates around, trying to make a pass there, but that was broken up by Vivinetto. Vivinetto skates back into the zone, and he'll take a shot, eating up Jake Hugeson all over that one.
Yeah, good to see Hugeson, even after giving up the goal at the top of his crease once again, not afraid to step up and make that play. But Millbrook's really got to watch that puck possession in the neutral zone. They gave up a...
I'm sorry, Miss C.
Adam, can you do it for a second? Thank you.
And so Nate Rebello will get the breakout going as he dumps it off the wall and tries to get around Bylin, and he doesn't quite get there as Bylin's a big body. You're good. And that goes deep. Hugeson will come out of his net to play that. So Zach Walsh, big hit along the wall against Kester. Penalty upcoming against Lawrenceville as Rebello gets into the corner. Good speed there to keep control of that, but that'll be touched up by Lawrenceville, and we're going to see some 5-on-4 action.
So good opportunity here for Millbrook as we'll see them hop on the power play. Look for those point shots once again. Zach Walsh, Johnny McLaughlin manning that point, and Connor Korpanicki trying to take the eyes away from Richard Smith in front of the net.
Yeah, I think Lawrenceville's been doing a good job keeping this power play to the outside. We need to get some more bodies in front of the net.
Yeah, absolutely. Richard Smith a few times today, he struggled with that rebound control. So, take some outside shots, let the puck hop around a little bit, and try and put a stick on it to put in the back of the net and equalize this game. That's going to be Millbrook's gameplay and game plan on this power play.
So Maynard will come down off the bench to take this face-off. Dan Urban, of course, on the draw. He's the center on this first power play unit, working with Korpanicki, Walsh, McLaughlin, and other Zach Walsh. Dan Urban with a great clean win gets up to Zach Walsh, who moves it down low to DJ Walsh. Oh, what a save!
What a save by Richard Smith, moving the pads and keeping that puck out. Now looked like DJ Walsh had a wide open net to shoot at, but Richard Smith came across and said no.
Holy cow, talk about daylight. That was open all day long. And that will be iced all the way down, and Hugesson will play that to the corner. Hard forecheck coming from Vivinetto as he pickpockets Walsh, and he'll find Maynard in front of the net, but some flashy leather from Jake Hugesson will stop him.
Really good job by Jake Hugesson. I mean, you can't be giving up those opportunities if you're Millbrook on the power play. I mean, Lawrenceville had a 1-on-0 opportunity right there. You got to make sure that you're not giving Lawrenceville those opportunities, especially when you're a man up. But Jake Hugesson up to the task, even after giving up the goal with a minute into the second period. Really good job by him with the leather.
14:45 left in this second period. 1:40 left on the minor. Millbrook with plenty of power play time left to recuperate as William Yee goes to the boards. Dale Campbell working hard down below the goal line. Many guys from Millbrook as Mazzarelli will do the interchange with Hennessy. Ref ties that puck up accidentally, and Mazzarelli will chip it to the point. Lowe coming across the cover and will throw it back down low. Dale Campbell working in the corner. Dale Campbell, a little bit of a smaller guy, but he works hard on the puck on the wall especially. Been great pickup for this Millbrook team. As Walker falls to his knees but gets the point, puck to the point. Mazzarelli's shot blocked there by Maynard. He's big body in front of the net. As Millbrook has done a good job setting up the power play. Going cross ice to Hennessy. Looking to the point, slap shot taken, that goes wide.
Much better here by the second power play unit for this Millbrook Mustang squad.
And the ref takes that one off the chest. As Millbrook will be whistled down for offsides. 13:40 left in the second period. Just 37 ticks left on the minor. 1-0 Lawrenceville if you're just hopping on board.
Millbrook will go back to that first power play line. Look for DJ Walsh maybe here. He's been hot recently with a couple goals. Had a goal last game against St. George's. Had a hat trick against Portland on Wednesday as Korpanicki couldn't find that puck. But it was right under him as he tapped it down with his stick.
And that'll be whistled down, and the dot will come outside of Millbrook's blue line instead of Lawrenceville's. Excuse me, that will go all the way to the Millbrook defensive zone. So Dan Urban on the draw here. He's tied up there with Gingras as Lawrenceville will try and take over shorthanded as Gingras skates along the wall, gets in, that's broken up by Urban, and Korpanicki will start over. Just 20 seconds left on the power play, so not much time left. They got to get moving. So that's played forward, but gets only as far as by Lynn, who finds... And Lawrenceville coming in with a shot. Patted away by Hugesson and DJ Walsh in the corner. DJ with a nice move there. Has 2 seconds left on the penalty. And DJ Walsh into the zone himself with a nice move around, but Richard Smith with a poke check to end that rush. Urban in front couldn't quite get that to get a shot away. And Lawrenceville will clear it out, starting with Kyle Bake.
So good penalty kill there for Lawrenceville. They did what they had to do. Millbrook had a few opportunities, but Lawrenceville still, I think, has the momentum right now after that early goal to start the second period.
And Millbrook will get the change in. Remember, they've got the long change in this period, as does Lawrenceville. As Korpanicki was tied up there, but that goes all the way down, and D'Souza will win the race. Icing is called. 12:29 left in the second period. Like you said, Lawrenceville with a lot of momentum right now. This is a move from a physical game to a fast game. A little bit of a flip-flop back and forth.
And just a few moments ago, it looked like Jake Hugesson took a puck off the helmet. Nice save from him. I mean, he's been really good.
Panicola in front with a quick shot that was taken down by Richard Smith. And it moves all the way along the wall. Bylin starting to break out, and he'll throw it back along the dasher for his D partner there, Baker, throws it up the wall. Gingras getting tied up there well by Hennessy as he came flying in on that hit. Stick checks flying from Krista Walker and goes all the way down. It will be icing once again. So no change allowed for Lawrenceville.
So a couple icings in a row there for Lawrenceville, trying to get Millbrook some more momentum here as they'll have a couple offensive zone face-off opportunities in a row. Maybe trying to get another shot on net, trying to get some pressure on Richard Smith, maybe a screen in front, trying to get pucks on him. They need to get more pucks on him if they want to come back and level this game.
We see Marco Santana getting some more minutes. As we remind you, he's coming back from the flu, so he's just getting eased back into this Millbrook lineup. And Gingras will start breakout, and he'll take it into the offensive zone himself, working in the interchange, gets it back, working below the goal line, throws it to the point, as that's thrown to the opposite corner there by Kenneth Bake instead of Kyle Bake, his brother. Lawrenceville does a good job getting a shot off from wide angle and hemming Millbrook into the zone. Mazzarelli working along the wall. He'll turn around and try and go the other way, looking for his D partner, Sam Renaud. Sam Renaud skating forward into neutral ice with a little bit of a headman pass to Urban. Doesn't quite get there, but Renaud gets it deep on the second attempt. Soriento, you can hear him yelling, "Get pucks deep," because he really wants the line change in on this long change. Mazzarelli working back again behind the goal line with Renaud as he looks for Panicola up the wall. Renaud tied up there, so Krista Walker will fend back for him as he sends it rink wide. Icing will be called as Kenneth Bake touches up.
And these changes have to be really clean, especially with the long change that we've mentioned a few times. Against Salisbury, Millbrook had a bad change that cost them a goal. So something that Soriento really wants to focus on is that clean, fundamental hockey, and part of that is those crisp line changes.
11:02 left in the second period. 1-0 off a long shot from Lucas Robbins that was tipped in front of the net and went high glove side on Hugeson. Draw coming to the left of Hugeson. So the refs have some words. And Krista Walker doing a nice job winning that faceoff. That's sent around the dasher boards, but it's clogged up there with a heavy forecheck from Eric Vivanetto. Getting out of the zone, couldn't quite corral it, was Tiernan O'Rourke. Pushing it forward, Panicola, reverse hit as they get into the wall. Into the zone. But Maynor there trying to take it away, and it's skated out by Vivanetto. Vivanetto has been all over the ice today. Fast forward shot there, rebound, gobbled up by Hugeson, and some extras after that. And a lot. As
it looks like Lawrenceville tackled Jake Hugeson. He fell to the ice a little awkwardly, and then as we see a fight here break out, helmets off, Colin Hennessy, Sam Renaud trying to protect his teammates. But it looks like Ryan D'Souza came in and tried to keep Lawrenceville away from his netminder.
As Hugeson was run over at the end of that play, of course we're going to see some penalties. It looks like Renaud is going to be ejected from this game. And hopefully Jake Hugeson's okay after that. He was definitely run over.
A little slow to get up here, but hopefully he'll get up. Refs trying to sort this out.
Got to be careful. This game's out of hand at this point. The refs got to get control of the game once again.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, it looks like for these last few minutes, Lawrenceville has been the faster team, too. They've been a little bit on their horse a little bit more. As that was a scary moment earlier, as Hugeson hasn't quite gotten up quite yet.
He seems to be okay as he takes a breather after all that. And it'll be a Stripes conference out in front of the scorer's booth. So an ejection for Sam Renaud. Not seen an ejection for Lawrenceville yet. Not quite sure what we're going to see. But Sam Renaud is definitely out of the game after that. Definitely can't fight in a high school hockey game. I'm not sure if that results in suspension either for Sam Renaud, as I believe it does result in a suspension for him, so he'll be out. You talk about protecting your goaltender is one thing, but I'm not so sure he made the right decision there.
Yeah, probably not. Probably the emotions got to him a little bit, but I still love, that Millbrook mentality of having your teammates back. Obviously took that a little too far there, but nonetheless, it is what it is, as Millbrook will have to battle back as they lose a defenseman here.
And Richard Smith playing a little bit of catch with Jake Hugeson all the way down the ice. Good to see that Hugeson looks like he's back and ready to go. And refs still trying to sort this out. 10:31 left in the second period. We do remind you that Millbrook is down 1-0 after a Lucas Robbins tip-in. that went high glove side.
Refs still haven't quite sorted this out yet, as I think they're about to come to a decision here.
So we're having a conversation here with Alexander Maynor, who is definitely involved in that big scrum. Doesn't look like he's going to be ejected. He will go to the box, though, for sure. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. I believe Millbrook's definitely going to go to penalty kill after what Sam Renaud did.
And it looks like the refs are just trying to explain what's happening to Coach Soriento here. As it's good to see Hugeson back up on his feet, looks okay.
So D'Souza and Rebello will both sit. D'Souza's going to sit after taking away, I think, Maynor on the play after he ran over Hugeson, so I think he's going to get roughing Minor. Rebello's going to sit probably 10 for Renaud. Penalty box doors open for Lawrenceville as Maynor, I believe, is going to go to the box. I don't know if we're going to play 5-on-5, if we're going to play 5-on-4. We're still trying to figure this out for you. As also Vivinetto, who was involved in that scrum, is going to sit in the box. Vivinetto going to sit there as well as Liam Matthews. He might be serving for somebody else. We haven't seen a lot of him today.
So we'll have 4 on the ice. I think we'll have 4-on-4.
So 2 in the box for Millbrook. Rebello's going to sit for Renaud. I think 10 and 2 is what Renaud's going to get, I would assume, if not more. They got 3 in the box for Lawrenceville, and of course their backup goalie, who's been sitting in the box for the game. He's not penalized, so just 3 sitting in for Lawrenceville.
So we'll see some 4-on-3 action here, it looks like, with...
Or possibly 4-on-4, as everything tries to get sorted out. You know, something else that Millbrook needs to be careful of is not letting this physical play get the better of them.
Absolutely. As I said, they're a little bit of a smaller team, it will be 4-on-4. So a lot of open ice and a lot of potential for some of those more skilled Millbrook players out there. Look for DJ Walsh, maybe get a few opportunities here, but you also got to watch Lawrenceville's speed on this 4-on-4 opportunity. Lawrenceville's probably been the faster team in today's hockey game so far, so you got to watch out for that if you're the Millbrook defense.
So Zach Walsh is going to be out there with DJ Walsh, Dan Urban, Cam Lowe. For Lawrenceville, we've got Gingras, William Yee, Kenneth Bake. We've got Renaud being rung up for 5 minutes. That makes sense. The other guy out there for Lawrenceville right now is Salavi. 2 being rung up for... so we got 5 on the board, 5 minutes on the board for Renaud, as Rebello will serve his 10-minute misconduct, I think, as well. And D'Souza might serve his 5. Only 2 minutes on the board for Lawrenceville against Alexander Maynor, as he's still trying to figure out what's going on, as are we. The draw is going to be outside of the zone, just outside the Millbrook blue line, out to the right of Jake Hugeson. It seems like we're going to play 4-on-4, but we're not sure what the penalty times are. I would have to imagine that Sam Renaud's going to get a game misconduct. He went to the locker room for 10 minutes. He'll get the 5-minute major.
Yeah, you can actually see him over there right behind Richard Smith's net. He's got his pads off, but he's just out there behind the boards watching the rest of this game. As DJ Walsh clear to watch in this 4-on-4 opportunity here.
So DJ Walsh battling along with Kenneth Bake, who gives him a shove. Dan Urban getting control of the puck, trying to make a move around, and he does. Shot there. Nobody home to clean up the rebound for Millbrook. So it's taken away by Kenneth Bake. Dan Urban giving a little bit of a shove, but some good offensive time for Millbrook as they play off 4-on-4. Heavy forecheck from DJ Walsh. He'll keep that puck in the zone. Fans on the shot, gets a follow-up attempt. Rebound goes to the corner. Good stick save there. And Dan Urban will clean up along the wall. So it'll be Gingras skating out. Gets around Hennessy as he skates all the way through neutral ice, and he'll go into the offensive zone himself. So Millbrook going to be down a man for 3 minutes after the 2-minute minor to Maynor expires, as William Yee wasn't able to corral that at the blue line, so he'll have to reset at neutral ice. Goes too far for Salavi as he turns around, trying to find a pass there. And that goes all the way deep for Gingras. He did a good job there.
And we're going to see an onslaught of heavy pressure here from Lawrenceville, especially in the second period. You're going to need to keep those legs moving for Millbrook. So look for quick...
Oh, and a great shot. Quick shot. Better save for Jake Hugerson. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, so you're going to look for quick changes for this Millbrook squad as they are going to put a new defensive pairing out there with Fabrizio Mazzarelli and Johnny McLaughlin out there. But they're going to see an onslaught of heavy pressure, especially they're going to be down a man for about 3 minutes.
Yeah, so as 48 seconds left of 4-on-4 action, then Maynard will be set free of the box. I don't know why Lawrenceville's got 3 guys in the box, only 1 penalty on the board. We're so confused, as are you, I'm sure. But Millbrook does a good job winning the draw. It was Mike Lucy on the faceoff dot as Mazzarelli tries to skate out of the zone himself. Remind you, we're still 4-on-4 as he's held up at the blue line there by Lynn. He did a good job laying the body. Mike Lucy trying to come down, but he misses that, so Kyle Bake will start the breakout. Kyle Bake with the head man, Ryan Ding, into offensive zone as Lucy lines up that hit, and Bake with a long shot, rebound covered by Hugerson.
Yeah, really good job in the rebound control there from Jake Hugerson. Lawrenceville one and done there as Jake Hugerson was able to cover that up. But once you see Millbrook wanting these quick shifts, they know they're going to feel a lot of pressure here in the next few minutes.
8:54 left. 8:54 left in the second period. 23 seconds left on the minor. 3:23 left on the major. As Oxenrider will come in and take the draw against Walker. They both get tied up, but Mazzarelli will throw that off the glass, so Millbrook takes over. And a heavy forecheck by Korpanicki trying to get to the loose puck, but Yee beats him there and gets it behind his own net to safety and starts the breakout. Kenneth Bake, the brother of Kyle Bake, skating through center. Korpanicki throws that the other way, and icing will be called. Right as the penalty to Maynard expires, so he's back on the ice. And the refs are going to have a conversation as Soriento's yelling that the goalie came out, so it should be at center ice, not an icing draw. Under NCAA rules, if the goalie comes out of the crease, it is no icing, so we will see the draw at center ice. But we remind you, Millbrook is now on the penalty kill for 2 minutes and 58 seconds.
So just got the word on what those penalties were. Looked like Ryan D'Souza as well as the other guys in the box for Lawrenceville, they were all serving roughing penalties there, but the refs decided to keep it 5-on-4.
So coincidental, obviously, on the roughing, so we didn't go to like 3-on-2 because there were so many guys in the box. Obviously wouldn't happen in hockey, but coincidental. But now Millbrook on the penalty kill as that goes wide. Working along the wall is Salavi. As he moves to the point, William Yee couldn't quite corral that. And Korpanicki with a heavy forecheck bothering Yee. Korpanicki doing a good job pressuring Yee, and Yee skating around drops it back to Gingras.
Love that high energy.
Vivinetto.
Love that high energy and intensity from Korpanicki, trying to keep the wheels turning and keep Lawrenceville out of their offensive zone.
So Cam Lowe does a good job icing that, and Millbrook will get the change in. They've got the long change. They need to be careful. They do a good job killing off 1/3 of the penalty, so just 2 minutes left on the major to Sam Renaud. 7:26 left in the second period. Lawrenceville with the 1-0 lead, looking to add to that lead on this power play here. No icing as they get that puck deep. Salavi working on the wall as Vivinetto took a tumble into him. And DJ Walsh pressuring Yee at the top of the point, and that gets out of the zone, maybe into the netting, I'm not quite sure. And the draw will be out of the zone for Millbrook, relieve a little bit of pressure.
Good job by Millbrook. I mean, they've killed off a minute and a half of this 5-on-4. They've got a minute and a half left. But the shifts have been really good. They've been quick, and more importantly, they've been clean.
DJ Walsh, also the forechecking has been excellent. Connor Korpanicki, big shout out to him. A lot of forechecking in the last couple minutes as Mazzarelli tries to take control of that puck, but DJ Walsh will do the ice job instead, and Urban comes away with it 1-on-1, skates it into the offensive zone, makes a nice move, gets on net. Richard Smith with a better pad save. He stuck with that one well.
Yeah, that was a good combo of defense and goaltending there as the defenseman kept Urban to the outside, and Richard Smith was able to keep those pads down to say no.
So Lawrenceville will have to start over trying to get up the power play set up, as that's thrown deep by Bylin, and it comes all the way to the other point. Tierno O'Rourke walking that blue line with Bylin. Bylin with a long shot there. Hugerson with a stick save and a follow-up pad save as the puck goes to the corner boards and is tied up by McLaughlin. Try and get the penalty kill set up again as Mazzarelli battles in the corner there. And DJ Walsh trying to get it free, poking at it. It does get out of the zone. And McLaughlin, it comes to him, delayed. And Millbrook will get the change in.
Once again, another clean change there from Millbrook, not giving Lawrenceville an opportunity as they had that long change in the second period.
So Cam Lowe doing a good job keeping Gingras to the outside and gets that one all the way down deep into Richard Smith, as Hennessy had the heavy forecheck, but he was shut down by Lynn. Doing a good job here is Marco Santana taken down. It will be a penalty against Lawrenceville as they touch up 2 minutes for tripping. So we're going to see 4 seconds of 4-on-4, then a minute 56 of Millbrook power play. As the penalties just keep coming, this time it will be Harrison Lynn going to the box. 2-minute minor for tripping.
And this is a really good opportunity as the momentum's starting to shift back towards Millbrook here. Good penalty kill so far. They've only got 4 seconds left of it. But overall, they'll get the extra man back in 4 seconds, so they'll have 5-on-4 for a minute 56, as you said. But this is an opportunity. You've just killed off a very long power play, and now you've got a little bit of opportunity here in the offensive zone.
So Colin Hennessy will take the draw. They play 4-on-4 for just 4 seconds. So if you're Lawrenceville, you can't quite ice the puck yet. Mazzarelli does a good job keeping it in, as we're now 5-on-4. So they're free to ice the puck, but Lowe does a good job at the point to keep it there, and he scores! What a snipe! Cam Lowe! 5:22 left in the second period. He cleans up from the blue line.
How about that for Millbrook? 12 seconds into the power play. Great shot by Cam Lowe there. Saw some daylight, had the opportunity on the blue line, stepped up and ripped one top cheese to beat Richard Smith, leveling this game at 1. This crowd loves it. The bench loves it. Millbrook on the attack now as they've tied up this game.
The only unfortunate thing about that goal is it came on the power play instead of the 4-on-4, but we can't harp on Cam Lowe at all. What a beauty of a shot, far side, right under the glove of the blocker of Richard Smith. He didn't quite see it as the screen was in front, and this game is tied. It's entirely different as Millbrook has the momentum here. 5:16 left in the second period, 1-1. Lucas Robbins with an earlier goal, and Cam Lowe now with the tie goal. As Crystal Walker comes in, and he rips a shot wide. What a great stick save from Richard Smith, as that was a howitzer going upstairs.
I don't think you can get any more top corner than that. It hit the crossbar and the post at the same time. What a fantastic opportunity there by Crystal Walker.
And Millbrook rolling as Mazzarelli comes into the zone, looking for Lucy in front as that puck is loose, cleaned up, but not totally, as Walker fans on his shot. And it will be cleaned up by Kenneth Baker, as Mazzarelli will get back to deal with the loose puck behind his own net. Up off the wall off Panicoli, and Lucy will pick up the loose puck in center ice. He skates 1-on-2, tries to make a move there on Kyle Bake, but he does a good job of holding Lucy up. Offsides, Walsh will dump that one in. That's Zach Walsh, not DJ Walsh. As Kyle Bake will try and get it free, Dan Urban holding him up. Lawrenceville, Dan Urban with a huge hit there, but Salavi will get that puck deep, and Hugeson comes out to play that. As this play is moving fast, it's physical, and it's hard to keep track of, as it's just 4 minutes left in the second period. Korpanicki looking for Santana in center ice, can't find him. Salavi trying to get the puck deep, can't quite get it deep, and Korpanicki will take over. 1-on-3, he's got, that shot goes high and wide. Urban still out on a shift. D'Souza working in center ice. He's dogged there as they scrum for it, and Salavi comes in. D'Souza does a good job back checking, and D'Souza up off the wall.
So a little bit of extra pep in the step for Millbrook here after getting the goal to tie the game with about 6 minutes left in the second period. But Lawrenceville has matched that intensity. This game is moving really quickly. A lot of physicality from both sides, but this is some fun and exciting hockey to watch, and the Millbrook fan section is loving it.
So we're going to see Bake and Santana with coincidental minors, both I think for roughing, as they got tied up in front of the Lawrenceville bench. And it's going to be 2 apiece, it looks like. So that'll take Santana off the ice, and it'll take Kyle Bake off the ice. And we're going to play 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes with just 3:19 left in the second period.
So we saw some exciting 5-on-5 hockey for the past 2 or 3 minutes, but now you got a little bit more open ice. You got the best players on both teams out there for the next 2 minutes. So these are going to be some intense 2 minutes of hockey right here as we see a little bit more open ice on the 4v4.
So Colin Hennessy comes in to take the draw against Alexander Maynor. Maynor ties him up and takes the puck to the corner. Hennessy gets that one free and plays it to Cam Lowe behind the safety of his own goal. Cam Lowe starting to break out a little bit of a saucer pass, too much for Zach Walsh, so he'll send it back. Cam Lowe restarting, looking for Zach Walsh with a little bit of a tamer pass this time. Zach Walsh cross ice, beautiful pass to Hennessy. He goes one-on-one with Bylin, trying to get around him, but Bylin with a great job keeping him outside.
Yeah, that was a little bit tricky there. Thought that could have been interference, but I think he got away with that one as Bylin did a good job on defense there.
So Kenneth Bake starting to break out next with Harrison Bylin, and now Vivinetto. Vivinetto skating through center ice and into the zone himself along the blue line, does a good job keeping it in. Better block by Cam Lowe as he got the shin pad in front of that one, and Harrison Bylin will start over. He finds Vivinetto through center. Vivinetto just skating around through center, held up at the blue line by Hennessy. He skates around him around the top of the circle and into the corner board, crushed there by Colin Hennessy. And that one's deep. DJ Walsh with a heavy forecheck. And Vivinetto lofts that one the opposite dot. Kenneth Bake dogged there by Zach Walsh, who gets it out of the zone. And that one thrown all the way across there by Liam Matthews. Skated in by Bylin as Millbrook needs to get the D changed in. And Liam Matthews finds the headman Tiernan O'Rourke, but good job broken up by Cam Lowe. 26 seconds left in the coincidental minors to Santana and Bake. 1:40 left as Millbrook gets the change in. Dan Urban doing a good job with the heavy forechecks. Coach Soriento loves a heavy forecheck. As 10 seconds left on those minor penalties, we're about to go back to 5-on-5 for the remaining little less than a minute and a half. Dale Campbell doing a good job keeping Lawrenceville to the outside, and William Yee can't quite get a lot of mustard on that puck. We're back to 5-on-5. Urban into the zone. He'll take a shot. That one goes wide, and a penalty upcoming against Lawrenceville as Mike Lucy was taken down and ended up in the back of the netting instead of the puck. 1:07 left, so we'll see a minute 7 of power play time, and then carryover time if Millbrook doesn't score into the third period. The penalties keep coming. This one will be tripping against Lawrenceville. It will be Jet Kramer going to the box as Jet Kramer gets a heckling from his coach to shut up. And they'll get the first unit out for Millbrook. DJ Walsh, Zach Walsh, excuse me for the voice crack, Connor Korpanicki, Dan Urban, John McLaughlin. It'll be William Yee, Salavi, Kyle Bake, and Gingras on the penalty kill for Lawrenceville as they'll do the draw over again. The refs didn't like that one.
If you're Coach Soriento here, you want that net front presence. You want Connor Korpanicki in front of that, and you want those point shots. That's how they scored last time with Cam Lowe's goal just a few moments ago. So you want some of those outside shots with some presence in front of the net.
But a good face-off there win for Lawrenceville as we're going to see a penalty against Connor Korpanicki. Talk about undisciplined. This game is absurd. Might be the most undisciplined game I've ever seen. And Korpanicki's going to go to the box, 2-minute minor for tripping. Terrible penalty to take for him.
Yeah, especially moments into the power play there. He's mad, slamming his stick as he enters the penalty box. But, you know, more 4-on-4 hockey here. We've seen a lot of penalties, especially after that scrum earlier, about 7 minutes ago or so, that saw Jake Hugerson get taken down. But, you know, this game has been wild in these closing stages of the second period.
So 58.6 seconds left in the second period. Minute 50 on the penalty. 4-on-4 we'll hear from Coach Harf. Minute 40 on the Lawrenceville penalty. Minute 50 on the Millbrook penalty. Hennessy with a nice move to the outside. He gets to the corner, but he's dogged there by Salavi and Yee, but Hennessy comes away with it in the slot. But Bake is too much for him, and they'll go the other way. Lawrenceville coming into the offensive zone. Zach Walsh doing a good job getting that puck to the wall, and Christo Walker picks up the loose change. Christo Walker just getting that forward to Hennessy, who gets control of that. A little too much stick handling as they'll reset. That's robbed there by Salavi, and Salavi trying to get in alone. Zach Walsh doing a good job covering, and Hugerson will stretch out to cover that puck.
Love Jake Hugerson there, smart play, freezing the puck. But this game has really opened up in the past couple minutes. Sure, it's been 4-on-4, so there's more ice, but it's moving fast, and a lot of 3-on-2, 2-on-1 opportunities going both ways. as Millbrook couldn't quite get that pass from Cullen Hennessy over to Christo Walker. Looked like he was in the high slot with an opportunity. But, this is a tight, fast, and really exciting hockey game.
107 left on the penalty to Lawrenceville, 116 to Millbrook, 14.1 seconds left in this second period. 1-1 after Cam Lowe had a beautiful tying goal from the blue line. And Mazzarelli will try and get it out of the zone, but he's held up there. And a fake slap shot there coming. But Millbrook will get it clear. Dale Campbell skating himself. A little bit of 2-on-2 as it expires. And Mike Lucy wanted that chance as Dale Campbell was speeding but not fast enough. So talk about a crazy second period. Penalty time left in the third period. It'll be carryover time. We'll join you in about another 10 seconds for the third period action. 10 minutes for third period action as we bid you adieu for intermission, and we'll be right back with you.
Yeah, what an exciting second period. A lot of penalties going both ways, a lot of fun, pace, high energy hockey. Look for all that in the third, so stay with us. It'll be a fun third period as we sign out for the second. 1 goal for Millbrook, 1 goal for Lawrenceville. It'll be a hell of a third period.
Hello and welcome back to third period action. We hope you enjoyed your second intermission. Had time to get a cup of coffee, get warm. I'm sure we did. As we get set for some third period action, we remind you that Connor Korpanicki has 102 left in his tripping minor, and Lawrenceville will go to the power play after they finish serving. Jet Kramer will finish serving his 53 seconds of tripping minor. So we'll get some 4-on-4 for about a minute, and then we'll get a slight piece of about 10 seconds of 5-on-4 for Lawrenceville, and then we'll go back to 5-on-5 as long as we have no more penalties, which is entirely not possible in this game. Adam Beck, what'd you like about that second period?
Yeah, I thought Millbrook capitalized on their opportunities. They played really well on the penalty kill. I had to kill off almost 3 minutes of penalty, 5-on-4. But we'll see some 4-on-4 opportunity. Just to remind you, Sam Renaud has been ejected from this game. And will get suspended after he got into a fight with the Lawrenceville team.
Huggy with Jake Hugerson with a nice blocker save there. And John McLaughlin on the break into the corner. Not much real estate there. Oh, and he throws that one on net. Almost scored from below the goal line. But a good save by Richard Smith. And Zach Walsh will backtrack all the way behind his own net. He'll wait there in safety of his own net, leaving it for DJ Walsh, his namesake, or excuse me, not namesake, but name-alike, if you will. Moving it to Dan Urban, who gets along the wall and held up there by Kyle Bake. And so it gets out and dumped in there by Zach Walsh. We're still 4-on-4 for the next 3 seconds. As that penalty, that original tripping minor expires, so Lawrenceville will go 5-on-4 as they're caught offsides at the line. Just 5 seconds left in the Korpanicki tripping minor with 17:02 left to play in this third period.
I think another big thing to watch for in this third period is how much energy can this Millbrook crowd give to this Millbrook team. They've been a little bit quiet in that first period. They definitely got excited in that second period after a lot of penalties, but it'll be interesting to see the energy they bring here in the third.
D'Souza doing a nice job cleaning up the loose puck and getting it to his D partner Cam Lowe there, who moves it back to D'Souza, finding Sam Sow up the wall, jamming for it. And Korpanicki's going to go straight back to the box. Too many men on the ice as the puck. So Sam Sow will sit. Too many men on the ice as Korpanicki couldn't get onto the bench after the puck was held up in front of the Millbrook bench. So we're going to go back to penalty kill for Millbrook. 2 minutes of it, as too many men is a minor. With just
and that's a rough call there. You got to keep your head and your eyes locked in here. You can't be giving Lawrenceville these pretty much free power play opportunities.
I mean, of all the penalties to take in the book, a bench minor is pretty bad. Great defense there played by D'Souza to break up the cross-ice pass. They can't get it out, though. So Lawrenceville will set up with William Yee, moving it across Salavi with a shot that goes wide. Hugerson didn't even have to touch that one. Walker trying to hustle, but he didn't need to as that puck went out of the zone anyway. Kenneth Bake throwing that deep, trying to get the power play set up. Lawrenceville will keep it moving. Maynor there battling with Lowe. His long reach of the stick keeps the power play alive. But that's poked there away by Mike Lucy as he's going to hustle. He's tied up there, couldn't quite get to the puck, but he will get it to the opposite corner and deep for Cullen Hennessy, his teammate. Cullen Hennessy taken down in the corner, but the good thing is Lawrenceville will have to set up their power play again. Maynor here at the line, skates it himself, chips it right by Mazzarelli to the corner. Salavi now behind the net, working against John McLaughlin. Vivinetto working back to the point. Vivinetto turning around the circle, moving it down low. Salavi, poke check there by Hugerson as he's out of the net. Gets free, doesn't have a stick, picks up, and he does get the stick back and gets that all the way down as Millbrook for the ice.
A few scary moments there from Millbrook. Good opportunities from Lawrenceville, really putting pucks on net, challenging Jake Hugerson. Jake Hugerson was down there, a little like a golden opportunity from that Lawrenceville power play, but Millbrook was able to just do enough and get it out of their zone.
So Tiernan O'Rourke will start the breakout as they try and set up the power play on what little time they have left. They have about 20 seconds and change. 15-12 left in the period. They do get it set up. They start it here with Gingras, who will take a shot from the top of the point. Good save there by Hugerson. He didn't see any of that, but he still made the save anyway. Mazzarelli will get it all the way around and down as 9 seconds of the penalty to the Millbrook bench will just about expire with 4, 3, 2, 1, and none. Good penalty kill.
Yeah, good position there from Jake Hugerson there. Did not see that shot whatsoever, but great job by him at the top of his crease, deflecting that puck wide to keep this game level at 1.
So delayed offsides against Lawrenceville as Papo Santana took a spill in neutral ice, so he wasn't able to help out his teammate, Dan Urban, who loses his stick. Puck comes the other way. He gets deep as Hugerson will come out of his own net to play it. Sending it all the way around the dasher was Cam Lowe. Korpanicki with some speed through neutral ice, gets into the zone, getting to the outside, coming in front. Richard Smith with a good pad and stick save there to rob Korpanicki of what would have been a good opportunity. As Lawrenceville works back the other way, gets the puck deep, played with a high stick, says the ref. So Walsh can't touch up on it, so he'll let Lawrenceville do that work for him. Korpanicki taking away the loose puck and sending it cross ice, but kept in. Lawrenceville keeping it moving as that puck goes across the crease. A little bit scary, but Korpanicki will get that clear and Millbrook will get the change in. Santana with the forecheck, and Walsh will backtrack with the biscuit. Sending the biscuit cross ice to Cam Lowe, who will find Colin Hennessy through neutral zone. Hennessy skating in himself and held up along the wall by Kenneth Bake. DJ Walsh trying to get it deep, but only as far as Alexander Maynard, who with the long reach keeps it in Lawrenceville possession until he dumps it to D'Souza. Dale Campbell with a shot, glove down by Richard Smith, and that will end what has been a fast 2 minutes.
Yeah, Richard Smith's been really good at net today for this Lawrenceville squad. I mean, he's been at the top of his crease. He's been making those really essential saves, pushing everything to the corner. Struggled with some of that rebound control in that first period, but he's settled in and he's done really, really well for this Lawrenceville team.
So the draw will come out to the right of Richard Smith as Hennessy was tied up on the draw, and William Yee will try and get it across to Tiernan O'Rourke, and he will, but DJ Walsh pinching in from neutral ice will keep the puck in the zone. DJ Walsh with some speed on the backhand. Good block by William Yee as he went spinning to the ice. And Lawrenceville will come the other way with Alexander Maynard. As Dale Campbell spins around, couldn't quite find the puck, he gives that up. And Maynard with an open net, what could have been never was because he couldn't get the puck on his tape.
Yeah, it looked like that pass almost handcuffed him.
And a big hit by Mazzarelli.
Not in the perfect spot as Millbrook is able to get that puck out of the zone, but it'll probably be icing as I think DJ Walsh wasn't quite fast enough to get down there.
And man, it's been quick hockey. 12:35 left as we lost 5.5 minutes in 5.5 minutes as just 2 whistles in those 5.5 minutes. It's 1-1 as we remind you, Cam Lowe and Lucas Robbins both scoring. So it's been a hard fought hockey game. Neither team giving up any ice. It's been fast, it's been physical, and boy has it been entertaining as Hugerson will make another stick save and that puck ends up out of play.
Good job by Hugerson there, not even thinking about letting that one get in behind him, but just sticking that one out of play. Millbrook will have the defensive zone draw, but with just over 12 minutes left, I like this effort from Millbrook here as they try and battle with Lawrenceville.
I mean, just as far as this period has started, you can't really dog any team on anything. They're both playing exceptional hockey, and boy, has it been fun for us. As Sam Sal goes 1-on-3 there, and he's blocked away and kept to the outside. And Kyle Bake, as Lucy tried to line him up, but missed the puck, got the puck instead of him. Kyle Bake sticking with Lucy down below the line as Lucy takes a tumble. And a broken stick is behind in pieces of the net. Zach Walsh with a little bit of push there. As the puck comes in, Lawrenceville trying to get possession, trying to make a nice backhand pass as that shot goes up and high. Kenneth Bake wasn't able to bury that one as that was a golden opportunity, probably the best you'll see all day. Zach Walsh now at neutral ice, right below the Millbrook M, trying to find McLaughlin, but that sticks off Rebello as he was coming off the bench on as fresh legs. 11:35 left in this third period as it continues to move along quickly, and we'll see Salavi skate in the offensive zone by himself. Leaving the drop pass there for Gingras, looking wide there as that shot goes right to the belly of Hugerson, and D'Souza making sure that Lawrenceville doesn't touch his goalie.
Yeah, Ryan D'Souza's got to be careful with that. He got called earlier in the second period during that scrum, had to go to the box for 2 minutes, so he definitely wants to protect Jake Hugerson, but doesn't want to take any silly penalties here. Like we saw in that second period with that all-out scrum.
Actually, I take that back. The only thing that I would say comment on is the discipline of Millbrook a little bit needs to be slightly better in this period, as they had that bench minor. But overall, I think it's been good hockey for both teams as the ref comes back. So Panicola is ready to take the draw against Oxenrider. Lawrenceville will get possession, but thanks to some Cam Lowe in the corner, he sticks it away and will let D'Souza take care of it, who gives him the interchange. Lowe skating out, past the circle and into neutral ice, looking for Keschner up the wall, who gets it deep to Richard Smith, who will cover there. And Rebello is blocked up as he was trying to stop, and the goaltender will get involved, and the ref will whistle it down.
Yeah, there's got to be something there. But it's good to see Coach Soriento trust in this fourth line, putting Zachary Keschner out there, putting Gio Panicola, as well as Nate Rebello out there for the third period as he tries to get some rest for some of his other players.
And Rebello's going to go to the box here for no reason at all, and Soriento is not happy about it at all. So it'll be coincidental minors. And that is an absolutely absurd call. And Keschner's also going to go to the box. Excuse me for the voice crack. So Soriento's not happy. Millbrook's going to have to kill another penalty. Rebello went to the box after he snowed Richard Smith. He didn't have a lot of real estate to stop, so Lawrenceville wasn't happy. But Keschner's going to go to the box. We're just so unsure of what's going on. This is absolutely crazy.
I think that was an outrageous call by the ref there. It's not like Nate Rebello had any space to go. He had a guy on his back from Lawrenceville, almost pushed him into the goalie there as he tried to stop. So I think this is a terrible call there by the refs. They try and sort this out. Coach Soriento telling his players to stop talking back to the refs, but I don't think the refs have been able to take control of this game. I mean, they've really lost it in the second period and haven't been calling anything.
So Keschner's in the box, rung up 2 minutes for we're not sure what. Rebello's also rung up in the box 2 minutes for we're not sure what. And then we've also got Kastenberg in the box for Lawrenceville, we're not sure. I believe for roughing, I think he got called for the penalty for taking down Nate Rebello. It's going to be 5-on-3.
It's going to be 4-on-3.
4-on-3, excuse me.
As we'll see 2 in the box for Millbrook.
Or wait, no. We're going to see 4-on-4 hockey. Millbrook's got 4 guys out. Soriento's still not sure what's going on. Neither are we. I mean, this has just been like a head scratcher of a game. I thought I knew the hockey rule book before I showed up to work today, and I'm just confused now.
I think it might be the referees being confused too. I think as it will actually be 4-on-3 here. As Millbrook's going to have to deal with a lot of open ice with this fast Lawrenceville team, trying to keep these pucks to the outside.
So Walker does a good job getting that one clear, and Zach Walsh will give a great hustle in to get that puck, and he'll send it around the dasher board all the way to Salavi, who holds that up, giving time to get himself back. And that one goes deep off the dasher. So Lawrenceville trying to set up the 4-on-3 power play as William Yee moves it cross point and leaves it back for Yee was Bake. Bake looking down low as Millbrook has a good setup of the triangle on the penalty kill. As Salavi will not leave the drop pass, he'll take it himself. Shot gobbled up by Hugerson. Great save.
Yeah, really good save, but I think better defense from Millbrook in general. They're keeping the sticks in the lanes, not allowing those cross-ice passes that can be so dangerous on these power plays. So really good stick positioning, but better save there from Jake Hugerson, keeping this game level.
So, as we just got from the note from the scorer's table, the Lawrenceville penalty was for interference, which makes absolutely no sense. Keschner and Rebello both rung up for roughing, which makes even less sense. So we're just generally confused and pretty sure the refs don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'll get back to doing my job as Bake fakes the shot and moves it across to Yee, who does a little bit of a spin move and back to Bake. He moves it down low into the corner for Salavi. And Salavi just waits there. Yee will tee up for Bake, but a great job by Lowe to break that up, and no penalty on the slash that was clear to Cam Lowe.
How is that not an interference or a slash on Bake there? It clearly just cross-checked Lowe there as Lowe tried to get out of the zone. Didn't even go for the puck whatsoever. Once again, refs missing opportunities left, right, and center on these clear penalties.
Anyway, we got to do our job as Bylin glides in and can't get that on his tape to get a shot away. So Millbrook will continue the penalty kill with Cam Lowe, Ryan D'Souza, and Connor Korpanicki. Some big bodies out there to block shots, obviously. And a shot from in front. Good block there by Korpanicki. I don't think it got quite to Hugerson. as Yee will start away on the wall, moving to Bylin cross ice. Shot there high and wide. Hugesson may have gotten a piece. As 4 seconds left on all 3 penalties that we're still not sure why they were called. Another good save by Hugesson as the rebound goes to the corner. We're back to 5-on-5. And man, is this game crazy, as that one goes too far there. And Lowe will get it clear out of the zone.
What a penalty kill there from Millbrook. Big hats out to Jake Hugesson keeping this game level. Really good opportunities from Lawrenceville, left, right, and center. But Millbrook did a good job keeping those shots to the outside and making sure that this game is still tied at 1.
And Dale Campbell will rush in, but it will not be enough as Tiernan O'Rourke will touch up for icing. So holy cow, 8:37 just left in this third period of action. 1-1 still. This has been crazy hockey. You know, I think so far, I mean, the discipline's been bad on both teams, but what has been excellent is the goaltending.
Yeah, absolutely. Jake Hugesson's playing at the top of his performance so far. I mean, coming off second game of a back-to-back last night. This team got back at 11:30 at night, 12 o'clock at night, after going all the way to Connecticut College to play St. George's. So it's been a quick turnaround for them. But he's
and another trip on Zach Walsh that goes uncalled by the referee, even though he was right there in front. Anyway, Tiernan O'Rourke will skate behind his own net as he's dogged there well by Hennessy on a good back check and a great hit by Dale Campbell to separate him from the puck. Zach Walsh just moving the puck into DJ Walsh in neutral ice. Hennessy with a little shove there. And Lawrenceville will try and start over as Millbrook will get some fresh feet out there. Holding up and a good blocker save there for Hugesson as Harrison Bylin chunks his puck and can't get a good shot on as he falls to the ice on the boards. Santana getting in there, trying to get that puck free, jamming for it. And Hugesson will eventually cover. 7:49 left in the third period.
So with 7:49 left in the third period, Millbrook's trying to get another goal here to take the lead, but they've got to do a couple things first. Number one, they've got to be smart. They've got to stay disciplined. Took a couple dumb penalties to start this third period. They can't have any more of that. Can't give Lawrenceville any more opportunities. And more importantly, they've got to get shots on net when they have that offensive zone time as that puck gets stick down.
And another puck trapping at the blue line, but it gets all the way deep for Lawrenceville. And D'Souza will start the breakout. He finds Santana, who was crushed a little bit late along the wall, but that's pretty clean. As Vivinetto gets to the ice, but can't get a shot away, and D'Souza takes care of that, but it gets only to the point. So Lawrenceville will set up in the offensive zone and take office. Vivinetto with a good sidestep, gets in front. Hugesson, surprised that got to him, but he made a good save.
Yeah, that's a great stop there. I mean, there was a lot of traffic out in front of the net, and Jake Hugesson, once again, the positioning is what's giving him these saves. He's playing on top of his head, making sure that he's in the right spots 24/7 to keep the door closed for Lawrenceville.
7:17 left in the third period. 1-1 off goals from Lucas Robbins and Cam Lowe. Actually, it was a deflection on Lucas Robbins, excuse me. Christo Walker comes in to take the draw. Lawrenceville will get possession after he was tied up at the dot, and Sam Sal will backtrack into the corner to try and get it free. A shot there taken that ends up in the bench. Original shot taken there by Nicholas Gingras. Shot blocking's also been very good in this game. A lot of guys stepping up to just block the puck, put the body on the line.
Yeah, definitely so. But more importantly, Millbrook's they've been on their heels in the past few minutes here. A lot of possession for Lawrenceville in the offensive zone. So Millbrook needs to get the legs going and get those clean, crisp breakouts to get some offensive opportunities.
And as you point out, Lawrenceville sets up shop in the offensive zone again with Hugesson making another nice save. His positioning's been excellent. Zach Walsh finding the head man to Mike Lucy as they will get a clean breakout here. Christo Walker through neutral ice. He's got Sam Sal with him, but he opts for the corner anyway, and he loses an edge and goes to the boards. And we can't really see what's going on in that corner, but it looks like it's held up there by Lawrenceville and Millbrook. Lawrenceville will come away with it. Gingras going off the skates of Lowe. And a good forecheck from Lawrenceville is not enough as Sam Sal pokes that one out past neutral ice. As he's dogging Slavi, and Slavi will opt out and just go behind the net, what's a little safer. Heavy forecheck still coming against Tiernan O'Rourke from Christo Walker and Sam Sal. They're doing a great job hustling out there. And Mike Lucy will pick up the loose puck. Lucy hung up in the corner, moving to Christo Walker, who takes a shot that's blocked there, maybe by Sal as he was turned around. And Millbrook will get a change in as those guys have been out there for a long time grinding out. So William Yee goes the other way for Lawrenceville as a big hit and a bigger rebound taken as Hugeson makes a couple nice saves.
What a fantastic save by Jake Hugeson, moving left to right there, staying in the front of the puck to keep the game level. Absolutely fantastic job by him.
So Cam Lowe and Zach Walsh will have to stay out on the ice after Millbrook iced the puck, so they are going to need a quick change. Millbrook was able to get 2 of the forwards changed, but Krista Walker's still stuck out there. This has been a long shift for him. Man, what a crazy game we are having so far today. Fun one, but crazy. As Millbrook wins the defensive zone draw, Zach Walsh sending it along the dasher board, and DJ Walsh holding it up so that puck gets free, and William Yee will start all over again, and Millbrook will get a good change in. And that puck ends up in the netting, and so it will come out of the zone and into neutral ice.
Just a few ticks over 5 minutes left in this game. Millbrook doing a really good job to keep this game level. Great job by Jake Hugeson making a couple nice saves in the past couple minutes to keep this game level. But Millbrook needs a little bit more offensive opportunities. They can't just take pressure amongst pressure in these closing minutes, or else Lawrenceville will probably end up finding the back of the net. So they really got to look forward and try and get that puck in the offensive zone.
Yeah, I think Lawrenceville, like Millbrook, both have had strong forechecks, and it's been hard to break out for both teams. I think Lawrenceville has been more successful in the breakout of the two, and that's what's giving Millbrook trouble. Anyway, Tiernan O'Rourke trying to start that breakout that we were just talking about, moving there, but D'Souza, and it will come all the way back to McLaughlin, who sends it off the boards. It's a safe play. Liam Matthews working in, trying to get to the front of the net, but he can't, and Dale Campbell will start. We got a 2-on-1. Colin Hennessy with DJ Walsh. Good D by Tiernan O'Rourke to break up the pass, but Millbrook will set up in the offensive zone as that shot was chunked by D'Souza, and going the other way is Alexander Maynor. Maynor getting that in by himself, no one with him, and he'll rush back for the change.
Really good job by Tanner O'Rourke there, stopping the 2-on-1 opportunity, laying out the body and the stick to keep that pass from Colin Hennessy away from the stick of DJ Walsh.
Speaking of Colin Hennessy, here he comes the other way, 2-on-2. He's got Papa Marco Santana with him, as good D is there, and Cam Lowe can't quite get into the point, as Hennessy was held up, no penalty call, and Millbrook will get the change in. Moving D to D with Mazzarelli was Lowe, and Santana there getting it off the boards. Korpanicki was held up along the wall, but Kenneth Bake will take a heavy hit from him after he moved the puck. Benitez skating there one-on-one against Mazzarelli, and Lowe will start over with Benitez coming at him. That puck is tipped. Doing a good job was Lucas DeMarco breaking that up in neutral ice, and Millbrook will start all over again. 3:40 left in this third period. It's been pretty close so far, but I would say Millbrook has lost the momentum now. Dan Urban in neutral ice, just dogged there by about 4 guys from Lawrenceville as he goes to the corner battling. Mike Lucy on the forecheck there against William Yee. William Yee comes away with the puck and finds the headman, Ryan Ding, who gets that to center ice.
Millbrook doing a really good job here trying to get more pucks in the offensive zone. They've had a little bit more offensive zone time in these past few minutes, doing a really good job keeping the pressure away from their defensive zone.
And that puck ends up in neutral ice. Again, shocking. It feels like it's been there all of the last 2 minutes. And Hugeson will just ice that one and stop play and give the boys a little bit of a rest. 2:59 left in the third period, coming to the end of an eventful game. 1-1 is your score. Lawrenceville with the goal deflection off Lucas Robbins, and Cam Lowe also scoring in the second period to tie it up.
Love to see Gio Panicola out there with less than 3 minutes left in a tied hockey game. Shows just the trust that Coach Soriento and the rest of this coaching staff has in his abilities. The sophomore, who didn't see a lot of playing time last year, good to see him out there in these dying seconds of the third period.
And looking for Mike Lucy on the break, but that was held up by Kenneth Bake. Krista Walker doing a good job along the wall, tying up 2 Lawrenceville guys by himself as just one. Gio Panicola through center, who you were just talking about, Adam Beck, gets that puck deep, doing a good job. And Kyle Bake, playing out there with his brother Kenneth Bake on the blue line, gets only as far as Zach Walsh, who dumps it deep again. And Soriento's calling for the 1-2-2 forecheck, which means you got 1 guy up top and then 2 more coming. And a good seal by Lucy comes in, and he'll go for the wraparound, but great D there as the puck's still loose. Panicola, and it'll be Slavi skating away with it. Great forecheck there for Millbrook to get that offensive opportunity.
And I don't know if Richard Smith could have gotten to that wraparound opportunity, but great job by Bake, who just lied down and stopped any potential for Mike Lucy putting that in the back of the net.
McLaughlin gets that one deep. Get a change in for the boys. Panicola will come off, so will Walker. Get some fresh legs out there. And the breakout started with Gingras, but he lost it there to Dale Campbell. Hit there delivered by Hennessy. And D'Souza moving it D to D with some dogging by Gingras. Salavi coming down in, and a good glove save there by Hugeson as DJ Walsh will clean up the rebound out to the sideboard.
He's got some time and space, and DJ Walsh, a little bit more of one of those skilled players for Millbrook because he just decides to put that one in deep as Millbrook will try and get that puck back with the heavy forecheck.
Yeah, 1:20 left in this third period. It has been a great honor to watch DJ Walsh develop his skills game throughout the 3 years he's been here as the puck is iced. He went from a really small guy with some good hands to a developed hockey player who plays the body, plays the pass, plays the shot, plays the hands. He's just a really all-around good guy.
Yeah, and we highlighted him in the open. He's been on a tear lately. Hasn't found the back of the net in this one, but has been a good part of this Millbrook offense. I mean, he scored last night against St. George's, and he scored a hat trick last time at home against Portland. So definitely one of the more skilled hockey players on this team.
And Dan Urban will come in to take the draw here against Maynard. And Maynard will win the draw as Lawrenceville gets pressure and whoa! Almost took me out. Geez, they didn't like our commentary apparently. And we'll get a fresh biscuit on the ice. Clearly some malintent coming from Lawrenceville over there. They do not like us as they tried to nail us for that one.
Yeah, that came only about a couple feet from where we're standing here just above ice level in the Bonnecue. But, you know, just over a minute left in this third period. Millbrook, you don't want to do anything stupid here. Just, you know, play some fundamental hockey, smart line changes, and keep some fresh legs for this last push here.
So Dan Urban will take the draw again against Alexander Maynard, sorry. This time, Urban wins the draw, and McLaughlin throws that out of play, so we'll have another draw. Do it all over again. How about it?
I like that one a little bit more because it didn't come flying at our heads.
Yeah, I didn't have to worry about getting hit with a bouncing puck on that one. So I appreciated John McLaughlin not taking us out. But this time the draw is outside the blue line instead of inside the blue line. Urban with another good win, and Korpanicki doing a little too much stick handling for Lawrenceville, but McLaughlin cleans it up and gets it deep. Just under a minute now. Lawrenceville trying to come the other way, clogged up by McLaughlin as he chipped it into center. Urban there working with Santana. Both guys coming in, Millbrook from Buffalo this year. As McLaughlin holds up Vivetto along the wall, and it comes all the way around the dasher. Maynard throwing it down, trying to find Vivetto. Broken up there by McLaughlin and sent deep for Korpanicki. Korpanicki couldn't get there, so Urban will throw it deep for him anyway as Korpanicki hits the ice. 23 seconds left. Kenneth Bake shaking off Santana. And Lawrenceville into the offensive zone, teeing up a big slap shot that goes wide for Kyle Bake and all the way around and out of the zone. As Santana needs to get a change in, he's been out there for a while. 6 seconds left, trying to find the breakout, and icing is called with 2.4 left in this third period. So Millbrook, one chance here, one chance. What's the play call here?
Yeah, the play call is you got to, number one, win this face-off. Get it back to your point man, and it's just got to be a quick shot. That's more or less what it is. Get that puck on net. Looks to be Christo Walker in the face-off dot, and it'll be probably DJ Walsh will probably end up trying to get that puck on net.
Yeah, so it'll be Christo Walker being entrusted with the duties of trying to get the draw. It looks like they're going to tee up DJ Walsh with Zach Walsh behind him. They do win the draw. Zach Walsh to the point, shot as time expires. Save still made. Wouldn't have counted anyway. And it looks like we're going to go to overtime here. 1-1 in a crazy hockey game so far on a Sunday afternoon in Millbrook.
Millbrook's clearly liking to play these close, physical, fast hockey games. Obviously coming off that 2-2 tie against Connecticut College. They were 1-2-1 heading into this game, so they're trying to get their second win here, second on home ice. They're 1-1 on the season on home ice. But, you know, we've seen a lot of great hockey. There'll be 5 minutes on the clock to try and get a game-winning goal here. But players to watch for, I think, DJ Walsh. I mean, we've seen him come a little bit more alive here in this second and third periods. Definitely one of the more skilled Millbrook players. We highlighted him in the open, and he's been on a tear lately, scoring a ton of goals. So look for him in this overtime period.
Something else I want to highlight. We got a quick second to talk to Coach Soriento in the second intermission. Quick ask about. We asked him about Sam Renaud. He was very, very unhappy with Sam Renaud's decisions. Sam Renaud is going to get a league suspension following the ejection, but also Soriento, maybe some repercussions on his own team, as Soriento was very, 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 very unhappy, using some heavy expletives to explain how he felt about Sam Renaud's actions. So, maybe not the best choices. The crowd loved it, but not sure we loved it, and not sure Soriento loved it. For Sam Renaud, just wanted to highlight the update on him, but he will be receiving a league suspension for his actions in today's game. And it looks like it's going to be 5-on-5 here. So we'll have 5-on-5, 5 minutes on the clock. It'll be DJ Walsh, Dan Urban, Zach Walsh, Cam Lowe, Connor Korpanicki. For Millbrook, it'll be Alexander Maynor, William Yee, Eric Vivetto, who's had a great game today, Harrison Bylin, and Liam Matthews for Lawrenceville, as the draw will come to center ice. Urban doing a good job winning that draw. And backtracking D to D is Lowe and Walsh. They're just playing a little bit of catch with each other. Walsh will opt for a little stick handling, finding Corp along the wall. Korpanicki sending that deep only as far as Yee. Up the wall and off the glass is Matthews. And Zach Walsh will backtrack, but he leaves the biscuit for his partner in crime, Cam Lowe. Zach Walsh working along the wall, throws it off the boards as that shot comes blockered down by Hugeson. Cam Lowe to Zach Walsh, trickling it off the boards, and that's thrown to center for DJ Walsh by Connor Korpanicki. DJ Walsh looking for a nice pass to Korpanicki, couldn't get it because Maynor, with his long reach of the stick, kept that one clogged up in center ice. 4:14 left in this overtime, fourth frame of play, as Harrison Bylin did a good job holding him up, and Bylin with a good shot, but that's cleaned up with a good save and a better rebound control from Cam Lowe as Millbrook gets the change in.
And if you're Millbrook here, you've got to be careful from this Lawrenceville team. I mean, they're fast and they like to play quick, and Millbrook's got to watch that. Can't give them any opportunities off the rush in this.
Dale Campbell tumbles to the ice, and DJ Walsh throws a big hit there, and so does Colin Hennessy. Pace of the game heating up as well as the physicality. Dale Campbell stuck in the corner with the puck, and that thrown on net by D'Souza, high but gobbled up by Richard Smith.
Yeah, good save there by Richard Smith, keeping that in his equipment, but this is good for Millbrook. They get a little bit of offensive zone opportunity here, get the face-off in that offensive zone. But, good to see once again Gio Panicola out there in these really high energy and high intensity minutes. Really clutch moments of this hockey game. Good to see Coach Soriento trusting him out there.
3.5 left as Lawrenceville does a good job getting pressure after they lost the face-off draw, as D'Souza's stick just broke in half there. Millbrook bench calling for offsides, as we're not totally sure. Lawrenceville goalie is going to come to the ice. It's going to be a slashing call on D'Souza, so it'll be 6-on-5 until Millbrook touches up. Then it'll be 200 minors. Sousa in front of the net with no stick, 3:06 left, as Millbrook needs to touch up here and get the power play time rolling for Lawrenceville so they can start killing that. And Hennessy with some good pressure, and it'll be Kyle Bake, not Kenneth Bake, but that's clogged up by Walker, and Millbrook still can't touch up. Not a lot of pressure coming from Lawrenceville right now as that hit Korpanicki in the hand, and finally Zach Walsh will touch up.
So Lawrenceville will go on the man advantage here with 2:42 left in this overtime frame. It was going to be a slash on Ryan D'Souza as it broke his stick in half. Tough penalty to give up.
Yeah, I mean, I think, it's one of those penalties. You're in the moment, you play defense. It's kind of a warranted penalty. A little bit heavy of a slash, maybe a little bit less, lighter tap would have given him. And Lawrenceville will take the timeout. So everyone will regroup with 2:42 left in overtime. It'll be a 2-minute minor to D'Souza. And this has got to be, 10th penalty of the game?
Yeah, there's
11,
been a lot
12?
of penalties in this game, but if you're Millbrook here, you've got to play smart. As Lawrenceville calls a timeout, trying to get the offensive mentality going as this fan section tries to get the Millbrook bench, get some energy behind them. But if you're Millbrook here, you've got to play smart on this penalty kill. You can't give up any opportunities. You got to keep everything to the outside. If you're Jake Hugeson, you got to keep doing what you've been doing all game, making sure to not give up any heavy rebounds that can give Lawrenceville an opportunity. So you got to play that tight box. You got to keep those sticks in the lanes if you're Millbrook. But it's going to be a lot of energy. 2 minutes on the penalty kill. There's only 2:42 left in this overtime frame. So some massive opportunities for Lawrenceville, and these costly penalties keep hampering any opportunity for Millbrook to get some offensive opportunities.
So everyone will conference, Lawrenceville will conference, Stripes will conference, and Millbrook will conference, as Hugeson and Smith catch their breath apiece. Like I said, 2:42 left in this overtime frame. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes on the minor to D'Souza for slashing. As we're going to see Kenneth Bake, William Yee, Eric Vivetto, Alexander Maynor, and Salavi on for Lawrenceville. It'll be Walker, Lowe, Korpanicki, and Zach Walsh on for Millbrook to try and kill this penalty. And the draw will come out to the left of Hugeson. Lawrenceville getting some early possession here, but that's broken up by Zach Walsh, and Cam Lowe throws it off the glass and all the way down. And Walker will send that deep once again. So good start to the penalty kill. Behind his own net is Salavi, who leaves that there for Vivetto. Vivetto skating up ice by himself. Vivetto gets into the zone by himself. And past Cam Lowe to the corner, who sends it all the way around the dasher. William Yee at the point, twirling around Krista Walker. Back to the corner boards, and back to the point. Move it, keep it on the blue line, I should say. And that shot's blocked down there by I believe, Cam Lowe, who gets it deep. And they've got the long change again. They've got to be careful, so they get 2 guys off. And Krista Walker takes a tumble to the ice, as he will get off the ice for a change as well. For Dan Urban. Vivetto with a shot blocked there by McLaughlin, as Vivetto gets to his own rebound almost. And Urban gets that one all the way down, kills some more time on the clock.
TJ Walsh almost stole that one away from the pass from Richard Smith. But, this has been good energy from Millbrook, keeping the puck out of any high danger chances.
And so 40 seconds left on the penalty to Ryan D'Souza. Another big hit thrown by DJ Walsh. He's had a great shift so far, almost a steal and 2 big hits. 30 seconds left on the penalty as Lawrenceville tries to slow it down and get some power play time going. 1:07 left in the overtime frame, 1-1. As Liam Matthews will come into the zone solo. He tries to throw it around for his teammate there, but Lawrenceville can't quite get total possession. They do now as they get it along the point. Tiernan O'Rourke at the point plays catch there with Bylin. O'Rourke playing catch with Bylin once again as 4 seconds left. No shot there. And Mazzarelli, 1 second, we've got an opportunity maybe. Mazzarelli coming the other way, tries to make a move. Shot goes wide. He'll continue to go to the corner, but he's blocked off there by Bylin as 32 seconds left in the final frame of overtime. And that puck goes to neutral ice as McLaughlin will get to it and play catch with his D partner Mazzarelli, who can't quite corral that and sends that forward to Korpanicki. Not much time left. You got to be careful with both teams. That's played off the glass there by Liam Matthews. And it will be Mazzarelli throwing it up the boards, looking for Lucy, who can't quite get it. It hits off his skate. Krista Walker, but they're whistled down offside, 6.8 left. And that might take care of this game 1-1. We'll see if somebody can work some miracles for someone here, but it'll be in the neutral ice as Millbrook was called offside.
Looking ahead, Millbrook will be playing the Tilton School in the Brooks Pingree tournament on Friday.
As Lawrenceville does win the draw, but they do not come away with the puck. Dale Campbell skating in. Not much time left. Thrown there to the corner board as time expires, and game over. A little pushing and shoving with Vivetto and Hennessy as DJ Walsh comes in, and oh boy.
Good job by Camlo, just keeping Richard Smith away from anything there. Really heads-up play. I mean, it seems like the emotions have really gotten into this Millbrook team as DJ Walsh was in the heart of that. Looked like Colin Hennessy was in the heart of that too.
Cam Lowe, kind of a quiet guy off the ice, leader on the ice. He's a captain. He is actually the captain for this Millbrook hockey team, or an assistant captain, as they'll keep jawing in the corner. And, I mean, game's over. They need to just give this one up. Anyway, who you got for 3 stars of the game today?
So I think number 1 star for the game today, it's got to be Richard Smith. I thought that overall he played really, really, really well. Kept his team in it and made the big saves. I thought at the end of the day, the saves he made over Jake Hugeson, who's going to be the 2nd star of the game, were just, they were a little bit more spectacular. Number 2 star of the
he
game.
had that robbery on DJ Walsh.
Number 2 star of the game, Jake Hugeson, kept this Millbrook team in it. I mean, absolutely fantastic game from him. Normally he's a little bit hard on himself after giving up some goals. I've talked to him before at intermissions, and he's lost his head at sometimes, but he really kept his head in this game, was confident the entire game, and really kept his team in it to the end. And then I think the final star of the game's got to be Cam Lowe. I thought that he played a really cool, calm, collected game. Obviously, got the goal for Millbrook to tie it up, the game-tying goal in the 2nd period. So at the end of this one, really crazy game. A lot of penalties, a lot of undisciplined play, but a very fun, exciting, tight hockey game.
And as always, thank you for joining us at the Bonnecue. It has been a pleasure. Adam and Charlie signing off. See you next time.